Hi there, Mouseketeers. Welcome to the Disneyland Beat, where our toes tap to a Disneyland drum.
And we always whistle while we work.
Well, we have lots of Disneyland updates, plus some time and money saving tips and tricks for you if you're planning to head to Disneyland this sold-out holiday season.
So happy holidays, and come on into the parks with us.
Like, subscribe, and stick around.
Disneyland is your land.
Come seek an adventure at the old pirates, eh?
Make the jump to light speed.
Hi, this is Amy.
And I'm TC. Thanksgiving at Disneyland was really a wonderful experience, and it's just going to get better as it gets closer to Christmas, Kwanzaa, and the New Year. We will be back before the year is out ourselves, and we can't wait to return.
Overall, compared to our summer visit in late July, everything felt far more relaxed. The operations felt better, and it seemed like more of the Disneyland fans walking around the park were having a good time. Everyone was calmer.
At the moment, the only major COVID protocol you need to worry about is masking up while you're inside. And cast members are posted at entrances and they can see you during rides.
Put your mask on properly when inside the attraction. Masks are on when indoors.
So they're going to remind you to remask if you slip up.
But it's easy to do, and we didn't hear any real arguments to that protocol.
This summer, perhaps justifiably, things seemed a little more tense, with more guests on edge and the operations with all the spacing was more difficult. But this trip, it was just awesome, and Disneyland felt so warm and fuzzy friendly again. Every cast member interaction we had made our day better.
So we think you've got that to look forward to during your holiday trip.
Disneyland is open 8 a.m. to midnight, and DCA is open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. for most of the holiday season, with some exception, so you can pack a ton of fun into that time.
The shortest wait times in the park are in the morning and at night, so you want to arrive an hour to 45 minutes before the park opens if you want to be at the front of that line. The parks are opening security and the park gates at different times depending on the day and the crowds, but that will give you plenty of time.
There's not really an advantage to coming in from the downtown Disney side for security as opposed to Harbor Boulevard if you can. The Mickey and Friends parking lot trams are still down, and all that traffic from the parking lots are coming in that way. The trams are expected to return early next year.
During the first 90 minutes the parks are open, lines are extremely short, with little exception, and you can get a lot done quickly. We rode 5 to 7 attractions during that time each morning. If this is a rare visit for you and you've come from far away, we really recommend getting to the parks an hour early to get the most out of your day.
We do, of course, suggest that you pace yourself. We usually walk about 10 miles a day at Disneyland, but we try to offset that by hanging out somewhere or heading back to the hotel for a couple of hours during the busy afternoon.
The other time to really consider taking advantage of is the late night. The last 2 hours the park is open, especially Disneyland, from 10 to 12 p.m., you'll really experience short wait times across the whole park and ride a ton of rides.
Here's a tip. You can get in an hour-long line just 5 minutes before the park technically closes. And it's great fun to walk out at that point, too, with so few people around.
The crowds are pretty heavy right now, and considering there are almost no tickets available for anyone the rest of the year, it's gonna stay that way.
But even more so than normal, the crowds are not evenly spread out for some reason, with empty areas and some mega-packed bottlenecks. Overall, though, through the holidays, there's gonna be lots of people in the parks, and the lines are gonna be long.
But don't be discouraged by a long posted wait time. Every line we waited in was significantly shorter than the posted time.
Despite there being an unusual amount of breakdowns during our visit, we were happy to see the rides operating at maximum capacity, every vehicle possible in use, and the lines were moving quickly, so the waits were easy to manage.
So go ahead, get in line, and ride what you want.
It's kind of funny how many breakdowns there were, though. It seemed like almost every attraction temporarily closed at one point or another during our visit. We don't know if they're short mechanics or if they're working on too many projects with It's a Small World and World of Color down, or they can't get parts due to the shipping crisis, but boy, they're being kept busy.
Here's another tip. If a ride is closed, ask the attending cast members when they think it might reopen. They might surprise you and say in 5 minutes, placing you near the front of the line.
Lightning Lane hasn't started yet, but pretty much every ride that had Fast Pass before now has new Lightning Lane signage, so the start of the program has to be right around the corner, maybe even by the time we get this out.
While it started slowly, it's become very popular at Walt Disney World, and many attractions' Lightning Lane spots are completely reserved during the first hour the park is open via the app.
At Disneyland, $20 will buy you Lightning Lane access via the Genie Plus app to most of the old Fast Pass rides. And 3 other rides are going to require individual upcharges for the service.
Rise of the Resistance, Web Slingers, A Spider-Man Adventure, and Radiator Springs Racers are those 3.
During our visit right now, every attraction in the park was standby only. These 3 rides had over a 60-minute wait at all times, with Rise of the Resistance and Web Slingers at the top end of that, often sporting 90-minute to 2-hour waits. However, like the rest, we found the actual wait times to be much shorter than what was posted.
These headliners are hands down the most popular attractions to rope drop in the morning. At Disneyland, cast members directed guests wanting to go to Rise of Resistance to the Frontierland entrance and walked the front of the line into Galaxy's Edge. It's a bit competitive, but you can get near the front if you try.
The wait times for these were pretty consistent throughout the day. It's not going to lighten up for the parade or anything. And remember that Rise of the Resistance, unlike the others on the list, it closes early at 8 p.m. most nights. So if it's on your must-do list, plan on that wait and just get it done. It's also worth noting we saw all 3 of these rides go down for significant periods of time during our visit.
Here's a tip. Because Rise of the Resistance is so popular, it seems like other often busy rides like Indiana Jones Adventure, Peter Pan, Smuggler's Run, and Space Mountain have shorter lines than they might normally have in the morning. We walked on these each morning, and I've never seen the Millennium Falcon area of Galaxy's Edge so empty.
If you're on the fence and you're wanting to save money and you have a choice, we would say skip the park hoppers. The main reason is you can't park hop until 1 p.m., and it just doesn't seem worth the money anymore to us.
But Disney has created a new incentive for buying park hoppers. Getting one actually opens up more reservation date availability compared to a single park-a-day ticket.
Here's a money and time-saving tip, because getting table dining reservations is really difficult. But there's so much yummy counter service food in the parks right now with the holidays, you're not going to miss them at all.
We had no problem placing instant mobile or in-person orders at every dining location we wanted to, and with almost no waits, so everything seems well-staffed.
The Festival of the Holidays is going on at DCA, and there's lots of amazing sample-size foods that you can get. And you just get a sip and savor pass, and you can get smaller portions of lots of different dishes and drinks, so really enjoy that while you can.
We had a delicious Thanksgiving dinner from the French Market while taking in the river from Pelican's Landing.
And everywhere, in both parks, each shop or stand has a holiday-themed snack or treat, so your taste buds are going to be singing.
But if you do want to go for table service, we would recommend Downtown Disney, where you can probably get in on walk-up, order drinks from a real bar, and get a little more bang for your buck.
Parades are back at Disneyland, and the Christmas Fantasy Parade is running at Disneyland twice a day, as well as the Viva Navidad celebration at the Plaza de Familia, and make sure you take time to include these acts into your day. They're both really wonderful.
There is live music everywhere, from the Dapper Dans and Disneyland Band to the many fun acts brought in for the Festival of the Holidays.
Both parks have holiday-themed cavalcades during the day, with Disneyland featuring characters from Disney Animation and DCA highlighting Pixar's best. Both are a ton of fun.
The castle and tree lighting ceremony happen each night, and snow in the streets always follow. It's as magical as ever. Be sure to keep an eye on your schedule and get a good spot for the viewing.
Santa, of course, makes an appearance both at Disneyland and DCA during the holiday season. When you're in Disneyland, head over to Pooh Corner and Critter Country for a delightful holiday visit with the head elf.
Or catch up with him at DCA at the Redwood Creek Challenge Trail, which also has some fun holiday-themed activities to go with the meeting, like the Jingle Bridge, Fly with the Reindeer Swing, and a cookie decoration area.
We have no doubt that you and your family will find lots of magic during a trip to Disneyland this holiday season. We were so pleased to find the park just so positive and full to the brim with holiday magic. We had so much fun, and everything just looks so incredibly beautiful. You're going to have a great time.
Well, that's it for us today. We hope you find this useful for your holiday trip to Disneyland this season.
Happy holidays, and we'll see you real soon, Mouseketeers.
See you real soon.